Any other questions before we start talking about smartboards? No. Okay, so I'd like to start off by just asking, is everyone familiar with smartboards? Does anyone not know what a smartboard is? Okay, so I guess everyone knows what we're talking about when we talk about smartboards. We have two of them here at DESNA, and they can be really great tools. They are definitely more than just a glorified projector. They're interactive, and there is this wonderful organization called SJED, which I assume that many of you are familiar with. It's the Smartboard Jewish Educational Database. And so if you should find yourself with a smartboard and you say to yourself, I don't know the first thing about this, what should I do with this tool? You can come here and you can find lessons by topic, you can submit lessons. So as with all forms of social media, what makes it social is that you can contribute to it as well as draw from it. Traditional media, you can watch TV, you can read a book, you can listen to the radio, it's passive. But with these social media tools, you're contributing as well as benefiting. You've got Tanakh, you've got Talmud, you've got special education. So we can find subjects, topics, grade levels. Obviously, if you're a high school student, you don't want to find something for kindergartners. You can choose whether it's English, Hebrew, or both. You can put in your own keywords. If they're not specific enough on their subject, you can put in your own keywords, and then you click Find Lesson, and you'll get, well, maybe I shouldn't have picked Tanakh in only English. You'll get whatever they have. So you can see the thing about social media is you're only going to find as many resources as your peers have contributed. So if people don't participate, then there's nothing there. And so these are all from different teachers. They've all put in their names. They're rated, and the ratings, again, come from you, come from the peers who have actually used it. And you can draw from this. You can contact the people who posted them, discussions. It's a very rich resource. Has anyone here been using smartboards in your classroom? Yes, Judy.
We were one of the recipients from the Legacy Heritage Foundation, and we received a smartboard last year and submitted 10 lessons. And that was a very difficult process because the technology was new to all of us. But it's a wonderful resource, and teachers vie to use it. The problem is that it's permanently installed in one classroom, which doesn't allow for flexibility as far as other people sharing it. So I'm submitting grants to some local organizations here in Omaha to get a portable one that can be transported from classroom to classroom.
Yeah, that is a really good point. And actually here in Manhattan, we have the permanent kind at DESNA, but just around the corner at the BJE building, they have the kind that you're talking about that is mobile. So it can be wheeled anywhere. And that is an important distinction. If it's in third grade classroom, then hooray for the third graders, and too bad for everyone else. Would you like to share one of your lesson plans with us if I give you temporary control of the desktop? Do you have any you'd like to share?
Well, the ones that I have are not for high school. The ones that were submitted are primarily for elementary.
That's fine.
Can I ask a question while we're waiting?
Yes, please.
I was just curious about, talking about portable devices, has anyone tried alternatives to smartboards like Mimeo, which seems to be much more portable? We were looking at those, and we haven't bought anything yet.
Can everybody see my lesson?
Yes, Jewish Holidays Smartboard Lesson.
Okay, so I'll just click through some of it.
It might be helpful if you clicked on the full screen in the top right corner so that we can see the slide full. Judy, if you, in the top right corner of this window, if you click on the little square box between the X and the line.
Yeah.
X is a little square box. Yeah, click on that. Yep.
Okay. Is that good? Okay. Well, I'm not showing you how to do it. What are you supposed to do on Yom Kippur? And then you just click here and you fast to give up something. This was created for first or second graders.
So do the kids get to come up to the board and interact
Yes.
at all?
Yes, yeah, definitely. And then, yeah, it follows the Monopoly game board concept.
Great. So for people who have never yet worked with a smartboard, you can see in some ways it's very basic, but it's very engaging for the kids because they get to come up and really interact with it. They're not just passively receiving the information. They're engaging with it.
And I can't remember how, oh, here's the dice. You click on the dice. So it's got audio, and this one got lots of kudos from the person who's in charge at the Legacy Heritage. That's why I showed that one.
That's wonderful. I would play this game.
All right, should I close it now?
Yeah, thank you for
Here's
sharing.
an idea.
Okay, I'm seeing that it seems like everyone's back. So, Walter, did you have something you wanted to share, or was it just a question?
I'd asked the question about alternative devices. The smartboard is a brand name. We were looking at more portable devices such as the Mimio device, which seems to be something you could quickly pop on a blackboard and carry around. We don't have any experience with either of them, so I'm just curious if anyone did.
Yeah, I can't respond to that personally, but has anyone else had experiences with any alternatives to smartboards? Yes, Judy.
Could Walter repeat the name of the alternative? I didn't catch it.
The name was a device called Mimio. It's by Dymo Corporation. And what makes it interesting is it's a bar a couple of feet long, a couple of inches wide. You walk into any whiteboard and just pop it on. You use it with a standard PC and projector, connected to the PC via USB device, and then the setup ends up being a lot like a smartboard in many ways, but it's much more portable in that you can set it up in a minute or two.
That sounds like a really great, lower cost, easier to access solution for organizations and schools that can't afford a smartboard.
Don't know the relative cost. I know this device is about $800.
It's quite a bit cheaper.
Yeah, I'm sure a smartboard is more than $100.